Hello, gentle viewers. This is Avindian, welcoming you to a new episode of Victoria 2. I promised a peaceful playthrough, but I forgot we needed Saxony, and now we're going to war to rip Saxony out of Austria's cold, dead hands. We just took Vienna. We've inflicted significant defeats on the Austrian army. Our side is definitely winning. Now, we could add another war goal. We'll take an infamy penalty, but getting Bavaria would be huge. And I think we need to get while the getting is good. Britain's probably not going to like that, and Britain can take a long walk off a short pier. There you go. You got this. So what we're trying to do now, we're just trying to take territory at this point. Everything we take is one step closer to them surrendering. So we get points for occupying their territory. Nice work. We get points for fighting and winning battles. Ooh, army organization. We're getting army tax at the right time. I won't bother with strategic mobility right now. I would like, however... Let's get some more influence. Ooh, no. We gotta do industry. Give me high and low pressure steam engines, which makes every RGO, those mines and farms, they just make more stuff. And there's no way that's not good for your economy. You are screwed, Austria. I love it. Because Austria's got a lot of territory to cover, right? There's Sankt Pölten. Let's go down to Udenberg. Oh, Denmark cut Bavaria down to size. That's a very specific war goal. Baden just left the war. Frankfurt am Main just left the war. Okay. We only have 10 war score against them right now, so there's no way they would take these deals. We just got to keep plugging away, though, because Austria has 0 army. This is literally just a matter of just... we're literally just need to occupy more territory. This war is no longer losable for us. Now, the real big problem is that Britain is the war leader, and Britain might sell us out. It's happened before. Tuscany's out. We're quickly getting down to just Austria, which is real bad news for Austria. If I could take Saxony and Bavaria and hold them both, that would be the best. I would perhaps squeal like a schoolgirl. Because that's the key to our dominance in southern Europe. And Bavaria also gives us a nice road back into Austria from when we almost inevitably have to fight them again. Is there any army that's just kind of hanging out, not doing anything? You guys. Oh, you're exiled. That's right. I need to bring you forwards. Go to Tarnov, please. Man, Denmark is seriously kicking some ass right now. I love it. Eisenstadt falls. Sopron, Nitra. We are winning all the occupations all of a sudden. Where is Nitra? There it is. This is costing us money, but it should end up being profitable because we should get a bunch of land out of this war. Man, Austria's got to be close to tapping out. You'll notice things starting to surrender faster and faster now. What's happening is they're actually losing... They're losing the will to fight. Which is good for us. We're taking huge casualties. And this war is going to cost us something in terms of pops. Linz? Really, mate? Your cute little single brigade? No. Go smash them. The real question is going to be, who is Austria going to make peace with first? Are they going to make peace with France, or are they going to make peace with us? And I genuinely can't tell you which is more likely to happen. But I think they're far more likely to make peace with France. Because France is a cut down to size. We're actually taking two of their biggest partners away from them. Württemberg is out of the war. Good. Bavaria is a matter of time. When Munich falls, I bet they surrender. You notice this part's taking a lot longer for us to take? That's because there's a fort. And because we don't have enough siege forces. Saxon are insulting me. Those dicks. Don't insult me. This war is, in all honesty, all but won. This is simply a matter of just occupying. Freaking Saxe-Weimar is kicking Bavaria's ass at this point. Now, once they become 100% occupied, they have to surrender, and we'll get all of our war goals. But we also have the problem that France is occupying about half the country. Which I'm actually trying to strategically cut them off from occupying any farther than they already have. Really are losing a lot of money. That's not ideal. We're at 37%. Really, Sweden? Why does everyone hate Bavaria? I want Bavaria. I want them to be my mate. Why is Bavaria not leaving the war? Bavaria's got to have an army somewhere. That's the only reason they wouldn't have surrendered. Okay, there goes Bavaria. This is literally just... Do I get greedy? I think I do get greedy. I think I take Baden. Or do I want Württemberg? I want Württemberg. There we go. Eventually, Britain's going to get pissed at us, and they're just going to end the war. But we got to kick them while they're down, right? We might be able to go straight from North German Confederation all the way to Germany in one war. And then we can play as peaceful as we want to the rest of the game. Because no one will be able to touch us. I want to take that back. We need Alsace-Lorraine, don't we? To form Germany, which is not ideal. Because I don't feel like fighting France anytime soon. But maybe that's what needs to happen. There's Lucca and Modena. We discovered Neptune. We might not get everything we asked for. I'm starting to get the sense that maybe Britain's kind of pissed at us. But, Spain's going to try to take a piece out of Egypt. Debrecen. I have a friend who lives there. Or used to live there, rather. modern-day Hungary. Another army is wiped out. Let's just keep pushing. We're actually pretty close to hitting the 60 mark already. But we're not the war leader Britain is. So I can't actually propose peace. Alright, you know what? I'm going to get super greedy. Oh, I can't add it yet. I don't have enough war support. We might get there eventually, but if they literally only have one country left in their sphere, though, they won't really be a threat. There we go. Saxony, Bavaria, Württemberg, all of it ours. Okay, step 1, instantly demobilize. Step 2, grab everyone and get them back into Prussian territory. Step 3, the North German Confederation. Oh, look how pretty that is. That is pretty. We're going to crank up the pressure on Bavaria, because I don't want to lose Bavaria, right? And I definitely don't want to lose Württemberg. This actually used to be a thing in the earlier versions where you actually couldn't put influence into something you've just taken, which was obviously not the way the game was intended. Alright. Okay. So now I think it's a good time to talk about a historical phenomenon called Klein Deutschland and Großdeutschland. So in the 1840s, intellectuals in both Germany and Austria Prussia and Austria were talking about how do we form Germany as one nation and who should be in it. Now, Großdeutschland was the idea that all German-speaking lands, including the entirety of the Austrian Empire, should all join this new Super Germany. And that's cool and all, but the people in Prussia said, but what about all the Magyars? What about the Serbs? What about the Croats? What about the Slovenes? They're not really Germans. They just happen to be part of your empire. We think we'd be much better off if we just had German-speaking parts. And Austria said, but that would cost us most of our empire. And so they went back and forth. And they couldn't come to an agreement. So in 1848, a bunch of liberals show up in Frankfurt in modern-day Germany, and they held what's called the Frankfurt Parliament. This had sanctions from neither Prussia nor Austria. But these intellectuals got together and said, we need a Germany. And they all said, yeah, okay, that sounds cool. What should be part of Germany? They have their debates. They talked to Austria and said, we will accept your idea of Greater Germany, Großdeutschland, if you agree to lead it. And Austria says, we get to keep the Hungarian parts of our empire, though, right? And they were kind of like, maybe? There wasn't a lot of enthusiasm for the idea, is what I'm trying to present to you. Then they went to Prussia and said, all right, we'll take your vision of the small Germany, we'll leave Austria out. And he said, I will never accept a crown from the gutter, meaning that he wanted the crown to come from the other German princes. So to make a long story short, eventually... we have a truce, so we actually can't grab Baden until later on. That's disappointing, but acceptable, I guess. And so eventually they agreed to go with the smaller version of Germany. Now, in Victoria 2... That's one newspaper. Where's the other one? Yeah. This counted as a great war? Yeah, because there's a great power on each side. Awesome. That was... No, that wasn't officially a great war. By the way, France is now going to totally wipe the floor with Prussia and Austria. There's nothing they can do about it. Alright. So, the next step in our glorious plan is the Decision 3 hurrahs for Germany. And here we need all the core provinces of Germany. You can also grab Austria, by the way, if you reduce Austria below the level of a great power. But here's the problem. You want to know what's a core province of Germany? Alsace-Lorraine. We literally cannot become Germany without defeating France. A lot of Vicky 2 players actually mod that part out of the decision. Yeah, Ottoman Empire's falling apart. Ooh, our first crisis. Ooh. Okay, let's take a look. Alright. So. The Russian Empire would like to see Greece take territory from the Ottoman Empire. If we look at flashpoints, where's the little bomb? This red area right here. They think that belongs to Greece. We'll lose a lot of prestige if we say we're not interested, so we'll definitely have to declare our interest. So what'll happen is over time, the crisis will get hotter and hotter, and will eventually lead to war. Unless one side or the other surrenders beforehand. Alright, so Britain is probably going to support the Ottomans. Spain would probably support the Russians. We're going to go ahead and declare an interest. But we're not going to make a decision yet. We're going to wait a bit. Ooh, this is a big boost. All of our units just got better. So excited. Let's start spreading the army out, though. One army here. One army here. People, by the way, are pretty angry at us. We'll have to take a look at which factions are being troublesome. Which factions are being troublesome? The suffrage movement. You want expanded things. So there's still no real threat of any kind of uprising. We've been playing that game pretty close to the chest. Okay, so the British have now backed the Ottoman Empire. So this will get hotter and hotter, and war will break out if there's no diplomatic seat. Go screw you, Austria. I'm waiting until Spain makes a decision. If Spain supports, our ambassador was insulted. We could have humiliated Casus Belli and the USA. No. Ooh, yes. Only war will settle this. I like these events they've added. I think that was in the new patch. Okay. So the longer we wait, if this crisis is... Oh, Russia... Austria surrendered. And the crisis ended in white peace. Think if I had joined the crisis, Russia might have stuck it out. We're actually now the #2 nation in the world. Nice. We really need to work on our army, though. That's got to be a priority once things settle down. Okay, 2 Sicilies broke their alliance with us. Let's go ahead and pick up medicine now. No. We need to start enacting some of our cooler decisions, and we need to see what we need to do that. Politics. Decisions. Look, the Ruhr boom is just insane. It's 10 years of population growth throughput and much cheaper factories. We need a lot for that, though. If we get steel steamers, we get a boost to navies. Von Moltke's reforms, we did army decision making, which I don't think we can get yet. That's okay. I think we can't get the Krupp decision until later on. The steel steamers is quite a ways down there. I'm not going to work on the navy just yet. Let's go and take strategic mobility now. Alright, we need to start spreading people out again. I guess we should move someone, like, over here. Alright, the good news is, actually, our pops recovered quite quickly, so we should have the ability in the not-too-distant future to start pumping that up. You'll notice there's a lot... Okay, we actually need to change our national focuses now. You'll notice we're both at 4%. There's no longer a purpose in clarifying these places. Okay, Saxony is instantly one of our biggest provinces. They've actually already have almost 4% clergy, though. Brandenburg needs help. Okay, so Brandenburg... And we want to start making more industrial powerhouses. So which country needs a lot more Factories? Hesse-Nassau I will subsidize just because we actually need people. We need to give them a place to work. Same thing with Saxony. Let's go ahead and actually reduce this to about 60%. Sure. And then I want to build every artillery brigade we possibly can. That's one of the reasons we took a lot of casualties. We just need more armies. And more artillery so that we can get more units into the battle. Let's just build all the artillery. But don't worry, we'll start merging stuff together once we figure out who should be going where. We'll go ahead and merge these, actually. That's Württemberg, yes. I think an alliance with you would be very reasonable. Yeah, we definitely need more artillery brigades just across the board. What is Second Army? It's just artillery, so yeah, you can scoot over here. We're going to need medicine, actually. That'll be the next tech we pick up. Because we're actually going to hit supply limits in a lot of Prussia. We'll start building forts. Building forts on the Austrian border wouldn't be the worst use of our money. Costs us about 7,000 pounds each. I think it's worth it, though. Oh, we still need to place another thing, don't we? Sure, we'll focus on clergy and Posen. Bavaria, yes please. Welcome. Ooh, gold. So gold is the only good that instantly just becomes money. It's not traded on the market, it just becomes money. Which obviously makes it very valuable. If we want to boost clergy promotion, how high a salary do we want to give them? For that, we need to find someone like, say, an artisan. Okay, as long as education isn't 50%, is above 50. Like, what would make an aristocrat want to become one? Yeah, we want 50%. We don't really want it too high above that. Okay, we're starting to roll in some cash. Hello, Baden. Ruh-roh, I need to turn off the rally point. Yeah, because otherwise it's going to try to merge all their artillery into one army. Let's get you to Gors. Yeah, we'll back you up a bit. Once this fort is finished, we'll get a higher supply limit there. Let's go ahead and research medicine. Ethiopia and Egypt, Spain and Egypt. Yeah, Egypt generally gets torn apart. They're a big country, but they're not worth a lot. All right. I'm just sending brigades places right now. I don't really have a good sense of who needs to go where. But basically, we want as many brigades as we have frontline brigade. We want as many artillery brigades so you have frontline brigades, essentially. Okay, right now you're 5 brigades. So 2 more would actually be perfect. Because now you have 7 and 7. It's when armies start... It's when you start getting a hold of... what do I want to say? It's when you start getting a hold of these smaller armies that still remain extremely powerful, that you can really start dominating, even against superior numbers. The reason we kept taking so many casualties, first of all, we need to work on our tactics. That's just a given right now. We also need to boost recon efficiency at some point. Yeah, basically your army should never be more than 50% casualty. Or cavalry. We will happily spend 5,000 so that we don't have the Spanish flu or Prussian flu murder everyone. I think that's a fair thing to ask for. Alright, we're going to need to now build some infantry brigades and start filling out other armies. We gotta be pretty close to the number 2 army. Oh, we're the number 6 army. Okay. Really need to start working on leaders, too. That'll be a big help, too. Just finding the right leader for the right situation. We kind of got caught flat-footed there. Alright, to get people to become pop soldiers, what do we need to do? Pops. Soldiers. Like, if I wanted you to become a soldier, what would that take? You would almost never promote down to a soldier. You'd have to basically be starving in order to become a farmer. So... like a craftsman, what would it take to get you to become a soldier? Ah. Everyone wants to be clergy right now. Politics haven't changed much. And they won't because of that big victory we just had. Let's get you over here. Yeah, let's get you over here. Okay, let me double check combat width. We're at 27, which should be 27 brigades in each line. Otto Nikolai. We still want to focus on residency for now. Good. Medicine. Boost to mobilization size. That's very nice. I would like to unlock machine tools. That's a good one. And industrial techs are always good. We're starting to get to the point, though, I think it's 1850, where we can start unlocking more military techs. But I think we'll actually focus more on industry. I think it's just a better fit for us. Parma? Sure. What we need now is more railroads. If we don't have them all already. We don't. Control. Expand. Yeah, we're just going to get all the railroads right now. That belongs to Bavaria. That's fine. Okay. Another thing we're going to want to consider as far as tax is getting better railroads. Alright. Until our truce with Austria is over with, we can't start Let's keep focusing on residency. We can't start really pushing on Baden. When does our truce with you expire? Oh, we need to click on Show Wars. Here we go. Till 1851. Then we can start trying to take the other ones away from them. We'll just say we will help you. I don't want to push for atheism because we don't have any atheist parties yet. Conservatives win again. Because of course they do. Russia just beat up Persia some. The world isn't that different. We could sphere Switzerland, but why bother? I would definitely don't want to get in an argument with France about that. The Netherlands are a secondary power. I'm going to try to sphere them. This is probably a bad decision, because all the other great powers are going to be fighting over the Netherlands, because it's such a rich prize. But we'll see how... Ooh, we have anarcho-liberals. We'll have a new party from that. You got a bonus to army attrition. So you'll notice we will have a fourth party here quite shortly. Once we get some other tools, we can actually build the Kiel Canal. That'll be pretty neat. Nice field fortifications. Brazil and Paraguay. Okay. Portugal fighting Oman. Oman's a good place to target if you have a good navy, because you can eventually lead them to other things. Underground printing press. Let's make Saxons more happy with the idea of improving presses. Excellent. We gained some Clipper convoys and some prestige. Let us start building up a navy a little bit. It's just not a priority right now. We're reducing attrition. Oh, the UK is going after Singapore. That's a pretty common tactic. Netherlands now see us as cordial. We're really competing with France. France is going to be our biggest opponent for the Netherlands, because they're the only person who gets an adjacency bonus. There's interchangeable parts. Biologism, do it. And Darwinism can make or break a country in the game, just because you can start really cranking out the literacy. Did Belgium? Ooh, the USA's fighting Brazil? And with Mexico. Well, the USA decided things were getting a bit boring. Not that they can't afford to fight both at the same time. Suppressing Britain will be nearly impossible. I'm just going to warn you of that right now. There's almost going to be nothing we can do to stop Britain, because they started out with such a huge lead. Yeah, Belgium became a great power. Huh. Good for them. It's the Netherlands. You'll notice, yeah, France's influence is still 40. It hasn't changed. Whatever France is doing with its influence, it's not influencing the Netherlands, which gives us a chance to swoop in. Excellent, the machine tools invention. Boost to mining, always appreciated. Alright, we're reaching the point now where we want to start cutting taxes a bit. Let's cut taxes on the poor to 75%. It'll keep people happy. Yep, anarcho-liberals. We won't get our anarcho-liberal party till a bit later on, I think. We could humiliate Burma. I don't know why we would, but we could. Now, if we're ever going to get influence in the Baltic, we need to start building a navy. Up, Mexico surrendered. Let's get you over here. Portugal beat up Oman. There goes Johor. Johor's a really valuable province because there's all the gold there. Alright, we need some infantry now. We'll go ahead and build all the infantry we can. And we'll just use to start fleshing out some of these other armies. Baden ended their alliance with us because they're a bunch of ungrateful jerks. Oh, you stupid... Oh, now I gotta fight France for Baden? No. That's not happening. France doesn't get to have Baden. Württemberg is already mine. Bavaria's mine. We really just need Baden, actually. That's the only other core province that isn't already mine. Or in my sphere. France is going to be a tough one, though. We basically have to hope that Britain and France fight each other. Damn, the Netherlands joining my sphere is a big boost for us. That's a massive economic win. Modena wants an alliance, does it? Bavaria's a bit weird, scared of us. I think maybe it's time to allay some of those fears. You should love us. You shouldn't hate us. We should be bros. Baden is, we're getting discredited there. We still got a huge advantage over France, though. Because we're right next to them. So is actually France, technically. Good. A boost to minimum life ratings. That's for colonizing. But we're not going to be colonizing much this game. How are we going to be... Ah, damn it. So if your ambassadors get banned, you can't build any more influence there. France, you're becoming problematic. There's not much I can do about France right now. Ooh, Cuban nationalists have broken Cuba away. Nice. Let's see. You need 2 brigades of infantry. 1, 2. You can just have the one that's right next to you. You need a lot more infantry to be productive. Like, a lot. Yeah, all of you guys get marching over there. Excellent. Biologism. If we want Darwinism, we need to start unlocking some other things. But I'm going to go straight for business banks. We don't really need the Oh god, it's a boost to farming output. Yep, do it. The US is getting along with Russia. Okay. Boost of small arms. Nice. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Yeah, these are all Dragoon. These are all cuirassiers. So let's go ahead and separate them out. You should kind of be your own thing. And then I'm going to call you the Cuirassier. Call that, by the way, because of their breastplates. And And we can think about what to do with them later on. Ooh, we got ourselves a crisis. We will definitely be looking at this crisis in great detail. Because it's against Austria. And, if I may be so bold, Austria can go to hell. What's a crisis about? We want Romania. Oh, yes. I am so in. Back. Alright, now here's going to be the interesting part. We've got 3 other great powers. You will almost... Spain will almost certainly join me. Russia will help Belgium. France will help Belgium. Austria's not a great power anymore. Right now, improve all the relations. Sphering Austria would be huge for us. We're going to sit on this screen and we're just going to pump our relations up with our Austria. Let's rattle our saber. Yeah, France and Russia will basically never support me. But Spain should. Yeah, we might actually have to accept white peace. We'll lose some prestige, and Austria will gain some. Yeah, Russia and France both backed him. Even if Spain does back me, I'll take white peace. Yeah, they're probably... Wait, what does Belgium want? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'll give you your white peace. Stupid jerks. You notice that actually made people kind of angry. Do I want to improve? I'd rather go for free press. It hurts us the least. We do lose suppression points, though. That's a downer, but whatever. And the crisis is over. Sphering Austria would be so big, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Yep, Russia just added them to their sphere. We just got Darwinism, though. I don't want to go to war with Russia. That's a war I don't think I can win. Russia has stopped influencing Austria. Yeah, so if we look at this right here, you'll notice it's the fact that we have negative relations and the fact that other countries are actually investing in them. Election coming. Hello, Netherlands. Yes, you may have an alliance. Problem is, it's going to take us a while to get friendly with Austria. If we could add them to our sphere, do you have any idea how many problems that would solve? Spoiler alert, it would solve a lot of them. Market structure would be very helpful right now. Or we could keep pushing for a lead in army. We're gonna take army decision making. It's too easy. And tactics means you take fewer casualties. Who else was in Austria's sphere? I think that was literally it. God damn it, Baden. Quit banning my damn ambassadors. We'll keep pushing jingoism for right now. Forming Germany is going to be a lot harder thanks to France being a jerk. Oh, conservatives won again. Liberal Democrats got some votes, though. That's kind of surprising. Oh, damn it. Oh, well. Girl from Dresden, what a tragedy. Let's go ahead and strip from Brandenburg and from Posen the clergy. And then we'll focus on Magdeburg and probably Pommern. Yeah. So almost as a nation, we actually have more than is ideal. But for the purpose of increasing literacy, you want 4% of each state to be 4% of each state to be clergy. Okay, Sweden became a great power. Decrease opinion, Sweden. Neutral is good. Can I ban the Netherlands? Or, ooh. France is by far the bigger threat. Let's nuke you. And the Brits just became friendly. Real shame if someone kicked you back down to cordial. Portugal wants a new alliance. Of course you do. We are 3 improvements in relations away from being negative, or being neutral with Austria. So if we can sphere Austria, we can actually add them to Greater Germany, which is super cool. There's liquor production. Yeah, Russia just got aggressive about defending their sphere. Smart move on their part. Which means for 1 year... Spain wants to be my friend. Oh, Spain isn't a great power anymore. Okay. Yes. Let's take... Do we want more military? Or do we want more industry? I think we actually want more industry. I want clean coal. Then I think we might actually start pushing towards improving railroads. We can now get von Moltke's reforms. Which is good for 30 years, and it's a significant improvement. But it is only good for 30 years. And so it makes a lot more sense for us to be patient and use it when it's most advantageous to us. We gotta be getting close to the end. About 10 minutes left. We haven't been as successful as I have been in the past. I wasted a lot of time by not jumping on Austria even sooner. Greece's relations. How many more brigades could I could build another 6 brigades of infantry. Tempting, but I think we'll wait until we get more pops. Boost mobilization size. Yeah, France is just going to keep pushing us out of Baden. Which I find especially irritating since it doesn't actually help me. No, that's a bad UK. Let's actually ban the UK and then we can kick them down a peg later on. The Netherlands are my economic whore, not yours. Austria's actually probably going to be getting out of sphere status soon anyway. Clean coal is done. So remember, if the tech is older, you actually finish it faster. So we'll go ahead and work on a boost to railroads. Ah, Sweden! I'm going to strangle you. I mean, yeah, I can put you right back in. But that is not cool, Sweden. Sweden wants Denmark because they need Denmark to form Scandinavia. We have nationalists in Hesse. And we're going to go squish them. Squished. Yeah, we're going to lose a competition if we're trying to grab Denmark. We're going to build up influence and then we're going to ban France. Illness funds. Oh, so this is a boost to minimal safety regulations. What does that particular reform do again? I don't think it's anything good. Oh, it's actually not bad. It reduces needs for everyone. I think we will go ahead and do this. So this should be the first thing we have. Oh no, it doesn't count as social spending. So basically it makes factories more expensive to build and operate, but with a huge bonus to everything else. Our steel factory's not doing great. Because I'm investing in Austria, but I kind of don't want to. We will in Baden, though. I think that's a good way to get around this problem. Baden. Baden, 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 Baden. Have a cement factory on the people of Germany. There we go. We'll get a nice... Oh, Sweden. Knock this crap off. Oh, we could build more railroads now. Let's grab steam turbine. The USA is afraid of the UK. Good, Sweden is no longer a great power, so I won't have as much problems. Ooh, more coal. I will not have nearly as many problems holding on to Denmark. I don't like the US getting uppity. Let's discredit them. Like, you know who's a jerk? The United States. That could be like, They are kind of jerks. Ooh, Peru and Ecuador go to war. The Netherlands is absorbed by Bali. Or, yeah, the Netherlands just eats Bali going om nom nom. We're almost at 1860. Big boost of morale. Love it. Bum, 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 bum. You are such a jerk, Baden. Austria became a great power again. Let's ban them. We're getting serious boost to coal production. That's one of the reasons clean coal is such a good tech. Alright, Brits. You're being discredited. Go away, Austria. Just accept the fact you're not getting your stuff back. It's mine now, bitch. It's still in France's sphere. So here's the interesting problem that France now faces. They can screw over me, or they can screw over Belgium, or they can screw over Austria, but they can't screw over all three of us. And the question is which one they're going to pick. I'll fold, eh? Where is this crisis? Oh, this is creating what, Romania? Oh, we are interested. France is backing backing Russia. Ooh. Or is backing Austria. I am not that interested in supporting Austria. I'd rather see Romania get created and dick over Austria because I'm getting sick of Austria's shit. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to help out France. Russia's going to join France any second now, and then Austria's going to have to cave. Which will be glorious. That's diplomacy, baby. Yep, Russia just joined. Steam turbines, lovely. Let's grab breech-loaded rifles. So guards are a new type of unit you can add to your armies that focus very much on offense. They're slightly better than regular infantry, but they specialize in offense. Let's start pushing free trade. Boom! Romania. Let's say hi to Romania. Hi, Denmark. How badly has Austria been hurt? So here's Romania. It's kind of a rump state. It is a good one. Oh, right. Spherelings will never sign with a sphere that is not their own. I call that a big diplomatic win, and we dicked over Austria. I'd love to see Hungary become independent. Oh my god. That would destroy them. But it almost never happens. Okay, if I'm right, France should stomp Austria here. Because if... yeah. And which should leave an opening for me. In Baden. Conservatives are still winning, but these are being very competitive elections. We're making so much money right now. Let's go ahead and reduce taxes on the middle class a bit. On the poor a bit. This is what good tax efficiency does. And let's reduce them on the rich so that they invest more of their own money into factories. Trickle-down economics isn't really a thing in real life, but it is in this game. The way the AI works, if you reduce their taxes, capitalists will spend more money on factories and so forth. I want to stir up some trouble. Let's do it. Oh, I see a potential flashpoint for my course. I see. That sucks. Oh, well. What else am I going to do with my course right now? I think we're going to ignore clergy for now. Okay, Saxony, I want you to get more craftsmen. I'd like to see them around 6 or 7% craftsmen. And definitely in Poland. Oh, have the railroads been invested in already? I think they have. Alright. So now what we're going to do, we're going to start building more forts. Expand. Expand. Because I definitely don't want either Austria or France getting any ideas. There we go. And as 1858 draws to a close, I think we'll go... Oh, god damn it, UK. I mean, I'm glad you got your little mini victory there. But I'm gonna get it right back. Anyway. A revolution in Mexico. Okay. I love how the US is just like slightly larger than it is in real life. That'll conclude this episode though. We've seen some changes in the world, but not as many as you might expect. We have a slightly larger Peru. I believe a slightly larger Colombia. A smaller Egypt, but Egypt will wear down over time. Ottomans get beat up a bit. Russians have beaten up Persia a bit. China's still a thing. Korea and Japan are still things. The Dutch are spreading their influence. The British are spreading theirs. So far, nothing too crazy has happened. That'll start to change as the game progresses, particularly when we start getting to Great Wars. Because then a lot of territory can change hands very, very quickly. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below. We're going to have to wait for an opportune moment to attack France. And one of the problems with playing Peaceful Prussia, or now Peaceful North German Federation, is we will never form Germany if we don't beat France. And now we have 2 reasons to fight them, because they keep taking Baden. So that's going to be a strategic problem for us to deal with in the long run. And I think we're going to have to wait until France gets caught in a war with a bigger country. We've got the UK on our side. Can I declare war on you for my provinces? No, I'd have to justify it. I don't think we could beat France. Capital ships, by the way, do increase your military score. France is an awfully big sphere. And a lot of friends. We do have the UK, though, on our side. We will consider that in due course. Until next time, though, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching. And until next time, I bid you good day.